Hello, my friends. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope everyone is well. If you're here, please kindly put a like and say hello in the chat. Before we start, as always, you can join my Patreon private group by following this link, which will also be left in the comments of this video and live stream and in the description. I've got little Groot over here. We got him a nice little trim recently. Groot, say hello. Say hi to everyone. Groot, say hello. Hello, everyone. Good boy. How's everyone doing, my friends? If you're here, please kind of put a like. As always, we're going to talk a little bit about the crypto market before we start answering questions and saying hello to everyone. So the current state of affairs, there are recently very big influencers out there with massive followings. Some of them have around 250,000 followers, closer to 300,000 followers. Some of them have roughly 500,000 followers. And some of them have around like 400,000 followers out there on Twitter and YouTube, making the following statements. Some they don't make the same statements all of them together, but if you put these statements all together, some of them are saying that XRP is about to pump to $10. Some of them are saying that Ethereum is about to pump to $10,000 this year, so literally within 4 months, and that Bitcoin is heading to $250,000 this year. Once again, within 4 months. And of course, people are signing up to these people. Of course, their follower count is going up. They're getting great likes, and because people love bullish narratives. And I'm just afraid the problem that's about to happen is that everybody's going to get a rude awakening, and the rude awakening is going to be that this year, I personally believe that Bitcoin is not going to $250,000. I believe that Ethereum is not going to $10,000, and I also believe that XRP is not going to $10 this year. I do believe that basically in the euphoria stage of the cycle, whenever it kicks in, all you have to do is be patient to catch the euphoria phase. But basically, whenever it kicks in, I do believe that coins are going to pump incredibly well and very hard. I do believe that people are going to make a lot of money. I do believe that these price targets, more or less, are reasonable and achievable. I just don't understand why we have to put these time frames on them. I've analyzed every single narrative out there because I like to be open-minded and see what people are saying. I've never been, the kind of arrogant guy who thinks he knows it all. My entire strategy of investing is built around presuming that I'm probably wrong about a lot of my things. So I have the strategy that I have to that ensures that I make crazy gains and wonderful profits in the euphoria stage. But I think that the problem that we have with the current narratives out there of a $10 XRP, $10,000 Ethereum, and a $250,000 Bitcoin this year is going to hurt a lot of people. What do these narratives do? They make people FOMO. They basically have people buying when they shouldn't be buying. These narratives are forcing people to buy all three of these coins when all three of them are out of the accumulation phase. In accordance with my strategy, I don't know how other people invest on where they buy, but in accordance with my strategy and with what I do, we bought XRP much lower than the current prices. We bought Ethereum much lower than the current prices. We bought Bitcoin much lower than the current prices. So to me, when I see these narratives and I read the comments under the videos and I read the comments under the tweets and I see that people are saying stuff like backing bags, here we come and all kind of stuff, and that moon this year and that buying a Lambo in 2 months or whatever, I see that they're really raising the expectations of people, and I believe that many people are going to be really disappointed. I believe that many people are not only going to be disappointed, but moreover, unfortunately, I believe many people will be hurt financially. And I would just say that be careful with what you read out there. Be careful with the time frames. Just be patient. And if you're my member, if you're a member of my Patreon, you know what my rules are. You know what I believe in. I believe in not trying to time the bottom or the top. I don't believe in perfection. I believe in forming the strategy in a way that is realistic and factual and based on mass percentages and traditional analysis and probabilities, sort of technical analysis, and not not really traditional technical analysis. Also, in addition to that, I base my entire investment strategy on facts like, this is a fact that some of the coins in our portfolio are going to go to zero. Some do okay, and some go crazy and outperform our expectations and deliver crazy pumps. These are facts, right? These are things that have happened in the past in 2 cycles, and things are going to happen again in the future in this cycle. These are things that for some reason trigger people, because I don't know why people think that I can outperform statistics and numbers. I've showed throughout the last cycles many times how history doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes. Like when I was saying that, for example, we reached the time frame wise and percentage wise to a point that where the market is about to crash, set trading, take profits and start getting out of the market. And people were telling me that I'm a dumbass, although a lot of people were nice also, said and giving me likes. Like for example, where I fully got out of Bitcoin and very close to the top, I had like over 1,100 likes, I think. And a lot of people saying, congrats, well played. But you also had a lot of people saying that I'm about to miss out on the next bump. And you had people basically get very upset. The point I'm trying to make is when you're investing in a cycle, you get caught up in a lot of stuff. For example, the things that you get caught up in, you get caught up in gem hunting, you get caught up in many different projects that are shown to you by influencers that are simply dumping on you and using you. Just like, for example, just right now on Twitter, I posted a DM that I had from like 2019 or 2020. I think it was like 2020, of an individual who back then had less followers than me, and I had only like 15,000 followers back then. Now he currently has like around 120,000 followers. He flashes stuff like a nice sports car, and he looks like a very successful investor in crypto. Now, what I published, and I only published an excerpt on Twitter, who this individual actually is. What he did was, what he admits there is that he says, let's use the users to pump the coin. And he offers me that. And there are many different ways he does that. And I purposely, in the DMs, I'm very nice to make sure that he goes on, tells me what you're really thinking. But basically the point, the message I was trying to get out there. So this person that you think is very smart and wonderful, and many, like I said, many of the people that follow me and I interact with, but follow him, and some of them in the comments saying how wonderful and a genius he is. He tells me in the DMs, join me and let's pump shit coins together with tiny market caps. We only need 500 people to buy or whatever with $500 each. Let's send it to the moon and dump on these people. And he also charges people literally on Patreon and makes tens of thousands of dollars every single month dumping on followers. This is how naive retail investors are. So please do not be one of them. Be very careful with the gem hunter shitcoiners out there. Basically, be very, very careful with them. I analyze them and I follow some of them just to know what's being shilled to the retail investor. So yeah, be very careful. As for investment, once again, and when it comes to investing, I know that you want to hear about wonderful prices. Like I know right now, if I was sitting here and telling you that, yeah, Bitcoin is about to go to 250K this year, I would have way more followers and way more likes. But the thing is, I always tell the truth. I'm not here for the subscriptions. Like even right now, we just had like 32 followers, and when I start talking about realism out there, we only have 22 people online right now. People hate realism. They hate making money. They like fairy tales. Unfortunately, fairy tales don't make you money. You're going to get hurt. You're going to lose a lot of money if you listen to bullshit from people out there, make sure that you only buy at new lows. Make sure you stick to the rules. Make sure you don't force entries. Make sure you don't fall into green pumps. Make sure you don't expect outrageous prices in a short time frame, because I'm telling you, the likelihood of that happening is very tiny and small. Be aware of the fact that many people out there with big followings are using you. I don't know why, but people always believe that these people are smart and know what they're talking about, when the majority, if I was because I actually keep track of what's being shilled, because I use that to know which coins I want to buy in my $99 tier, with which are potential gems that are going to deliver 50 to 100x profits. And I keep track of what these people say with large followings, to see what they're constantly shilling in their paid groups and what they're shilling to the general mass, and how consistently they do it, and basically a lot of stuff that goes into that, a lot of material. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that if you look at it statistically, you will see that there are select few coins that all of them kind of come together and they show together that do well, and then you'll see that there are these pumps and dumps that they do, which is like 80%, if not more, of the coins that they show to the masses. So please be aware of this. If you're out there buying random shit coins of some person who drives a nice Lambo or a nice sports car, who's flashing a nice lifestyle and telling he's living well, he has a paid group, I would be very careful. That's all I can say. For example, what I do is very different, right? People don't even know the coins I'm shilling. So nobody can say that I'm shilling and dumping on the followers, because nobody even knows on YouTube or Twitter, what coins I have, except basically huge coins that I will never be able to move because they have tens of millions or hundreds of billions, or at one point had a $1 trillion market cap. I will never be able to move that with my followers. But these people, they have like 100 to 500,000 followers. They buy some piece of shit that's a market cap of like $50,000 or $100,000. They give you all this bullshit and crap trap about how this coin has a wonderful routine and how they're solving a proper problem and how basically the utility use case is going to move the coin. And then basically when it starts moving, they start posting about it and showing you how wonderful it's doing. And all the while they're telling you how wonderful it's doing. And, it's very easy to move because remember, the market cap is like $50,000, right? So people start buying, let's say, even with like $200, $300, $100 each, and there are thousands of people buying to move the coin. Suddenly start posting about how it's going up, more people following in. And what do you think they're doing all that time? They're securing profits and dumping on you. And then basically the bullish phase of the market, when basically very, very few of those coins, select few of those coins, like let's say literally like probably 10 of those coins out of 100 do exceptionally well. They keep talking and retweeting their tweets and how well they did, and basically that's what the newcomers see. But the other 90% that went to utter shit and absolutely destroyed entire lives and portfolios out there, they don't talk about them. And you will see that very often that people attack them. Many people attack them. There are little profiles, for example, saying this and that guy is a scammer. That's like the name of the profile. And they come at them nonstop saying that you showed this, you did that, I lost money because of it. What do you think they do? They just block them. They just block them. They just keep blocking them. I mean, it's an entire system out there. So just be very careful. Very easy way to make money. For example, if I wanted to do it, I currently, doing what I do, the whole slow, boring approach, I already make a lot of money just from my members every single month, right? But if I did what these people did, I would be making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. A month, and millions a year. But I'm never going to do that because I'm an honest guy. I'm a straightforward guy. I'm trying to help people. I do what works. I've never literally shelled a shit coin or dumped on anyone. Nobody can even tell me that because you don't know what bags I hold on Twitter and whatnot, right? And I'll never be able to move Bitcoin, if that's what you try to tell me, because people know I hold Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, for example. Those coins, nobody can move, unless you have crazy amounts of money that I do not have and followers. So basically, I'm just telling you, be realistic, be careful who you listen to out there. Please base basically your decisions on your own research. And also, if you listen to someone, make sure you look at their track record. Because I can see, for example, again, newcomers coming in and listening to that specific individual, and they see that certain shitcoins are moving, and you can see that they're fatting over these guys. But I just remember what happened in the last cycle. I remember what they did to people, and I'm like, but I'm not going to call anybody out by name because I'm not here for the drama. Don't give a crap, really. I'm not going to be able to save every single person out there. The reason why I said this is that generically, even if I was in the business of calling out every single scammer out there, I would never be able to go after all of them. All I can tell you is that basically, generally, please be careful. Use your brains. Think about twice who you're following and what you're being told and what's being said to you. I can tell you this: if you're following somebody who's constantly shilling these $50,000 to $5 million market cap coins, and that's all they do, and they shill that, and they have hundred thousands of followers, I can tell you that you probably should not be buying that shit, and you should not be listening to that person. You can use that person in other ways that I, for example, use these people to know exactly what's happening in the market. Like I said, to choose shit coins and whatnot and potential gems and see what they're shilling to their, what they're altogether shilling in their, like basically this enclosed system. But do not randomly buy coins, you have to look at them as predators, these people, not as somebody who wants to help you, whatnot. And a lot of these people, since they basically out there, it's like a whole network of them retweeting. So one guy, like let's say with 500,000 followers, says this guy with 100,000 followers is great, and then the other one with 100,000 followers says the guy with 500,000 followers is great. And then there are many of these profiles that all keep talking about how great and fantastic and genius they all are. So people literally think when they see this entire ecosystem without realizing that this is basically what they're all doing the same thing of effing people over. Really believe that these people are good, right? Do not forget the tweets that come once everything goes to shit. Usually, yeah? What happens is that they start telling you should have taken profits, not financial advice. If somebody's showing you also a coin and not giving you exits or entries or telling you how much they bought the coin with an exact entry, which I do. When, for example, I have a coin, I tell you why I bought it. I explain exactly. I don't believe in the utility use cases BS that is being shown. Nobody on Twitter and YouTube knows what it is. I tell you with how much money I bought and at what entry and where I plan to sell at which amount, and what the trailing take profit is going to be. as the coin pops for every single gem out there, right? But they don't do that. What they do is they tell you, I just bought that coin. And suddenly they start searching because he bought that coin, right, for example. And now all of a sudden, you don't know what the exit is. You don't know how much you bought, right? It's very shady stuff. Just be aware of that, my friends. Please kind of put a like while you're here. Either way, let's say hi to everyone. TT, hello there, brother. How are you doing? Rainy steps. Good to have you here, brother. Specular says, hey, Rob, twice in 1 week I catch you live. I believe this is a lucky sign. Awesome, brother. Good to have you here. Thank you for being here. Adrian Bassimi is saying, hello, Rob. Finally catching you live again. Adrian, good to have you here, brother. Shinji, XRP was my first crypto I bought. Can't wait to sell it and never look. Shinji, don't think of it that way. It still did more or less okay in the last cycle, 2,000%, outperformed many other coins, even with the SEC lawsuit. All you had to do was buy low, sell high, right? It's not just XRP, brother. You never know. Maybe XRP will outperform many other coins, even Bitcoin and Ethereum. This cycle, you never know. I personally hold a lot of XRP, and I hold many other coins out there, and I hold a lot of Bitcoin, and a lot of Ethereum, and whatnot. So yeah. Drake Magda saying, hey, Berta, how are you, brother? How's the fam? Where's Groot? Pet him for me, please. Good to have you here, my friend. I just showed Groot in the beginning of his life. Right now, he's chilling with mommy. So, yeah. Billy Bob says, hello from South Detroit. Hello there, brother. Willie Well is saying, caught the H bar move up 50 cents and got out. Awesome, brother. Well done. Congratulations. VIP Solanke saying, hey, Rob, glad to catch you live. Keep it real, Rob. That's why we follow you. Peace. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you for the nice message. The man from Chicago. Hope you're well in Colorado. My friend, International Crypto Asset Ninja, saying, good evening, my friend. Happy to start the week with the live stream with you, Rob. Have a nice cup of caramel frappe now. Cheers, brother. Thank you, brother. Hope you're well. Jerk Magnus says, choose wisely. Yeah. Pablo Alvarez, hope you're well in Mexico. Thank you for joining. Sergio Zavita, thank you, my friend. Have a good day also. Reba Bunhead is saying, honest love from here and real respect, Rob. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Vincent Capizzi saying, good morning, everyone. Let's get it. Thank you, my friend. Crypto BJJ, hello. How are you doing? Giorgio Mansour saying, sweet t-shirt. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Future Finance SPL saying, hey, Rob, great work. Wishing you and your family well. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. All the best to you and your family and loved ones as well. All right, my friends. So basically, it's very important, right, to be realistic with time frames, not to, basically build yourself up for disappointment and whatnot, not to force yourself into bad entries. For example, buying Bitcoin after it's pumped 100% is not a good idea. Like our strategy was very simple. What we've always done historically: wait for a 78% crash, 80% crash, and 90% crash, and maybe even a more percent crash, where we dollar cost average would roughly equal amounts of money. So what happened when Bitcoin crashed roughly 70%? We bought. Crashed roughly 80%. We bought. Unfortunately, never crashed roughly 90%. We never bought. But that does not mean that we now take that money and force it into some other coin, or force it into Bitcoin or any other coin. What we do now is keep that money on the sidelines, because you never know what's going to happen to the market with absolute certainty. Maybe there's going to be some kind of black swan event and crypto crashes very hard and we get the new lows, and now you no longer have the money to dollar cost average. Therefore, I personally never force entries. I will only add more if we get new lows. If we don't get new lows, like I said, I have over 50% of the my investment capital already in the market, and you should also roughly have that amount by now in the market. So if everything does pump hard and we start going up, and let's say we are wrong about the time frames, my members and I, all that's going to happen is that we're going to lock in profits sooner and make money sooner. Wow, terrible, right? Terrible. I mean, that's like literally the worst thing that can happen. But if we are right, and if we stick to our strategy, despite the market making higher highs and higher lows, despite the stock indexes and the stock market being bullish, you never know what's going to happen in the market, right? So my point is, that's why you stick to the strategy. Our strategy dictates this, that we only buy at new lows. If you look at the Millionaire spreadsheet, right, and if you don't have the Millionaire spreadsheet, I highly suggest you get it. I just left the link. Here it is, basically the link to my Patreon. Here it is. You can join the Patreon, literally $5, guys. Download the Millionaire spreadsheet. The whole, my main investment strategy is in there. So basically what I was saying, open the Millionaire spreadsheet. It's very simple. look at the entries. If they're roughly there, execute. If they're not, do not execute. Like I kept talking about, the million spreadsheet starts with these four. So you have like roughly 400 days to put like around $10,000 together, and dollar cost averaging in accordance with the million spreadsheet. The Bitcoin bottom at 15K came in at 376 days into the cycle, roughly 400 days. So the plan is working out. You have that money, you put it, the dollar cost average, you got some great entries into many different coins, you diversified. Now, that's exactly why currently these targets and these positions are in profit, because we bought low, we stuck to the strategy. We're doing well because we stuck to the strategy, because we did not force entries after Bitcoin crashed 50% or 40%, feeling the FOMO, feeling like we might miss out. We have these great entries because we only bought in accordance with our strategy. So we have to keep doing the same thing if it's working, right? We only do what works, what facts over whatever feelings like FOMO and fear, right? So once again, we will only dollar cost average and add more if we get new lows. If we get new lows in accordance with the million spreadsheet, we're going to get more targets. And in euphoria phase, we're going to make money, because the euphoria phase is going to come sooner or later. But what we do not know is where the bottom is going to come in. Is it already in? Maybe. If it's already in, we've got fantastic entries. We bought a lot of different coins. Number goes up. We make a lot of money. We get out. But what if number goes down before it goes up? What if it goes down a lot? That's where the strategy comes in. That's where the sideline capital remains untouched. So, do not force entries. Stick to the plan. Despite the market being bullish all across traditional markets, stock market, stock indexes, and the crypto market making higher highs and higher lows, that's all wonderful, and I love to see it. That's all good. The trend is our friend. The trend is basically bullish. I love to see everything that's happening, because what's always happened in the last two cycles happening now. Everything is fantastic. I love to see it. But once again, that does not mean that there cannot be a black swan event and something we have not foresee, something so out of the blue that can absolutely crash and destroy the market, right? That does not mean that cannot happen. And that's what the strategy foresees with maths, right? Of course, it's just like in the last cycle. When I was predicting 50 cents for XRP when it was around $3, people were telling me I'm a dead dumbass and a psychopath. And then when it finally happened, people kept telling me, oh, there's no way Rob could have predicted COVID. It all happened because of COVID. He got lucky. Like, the thing is, it has nothing to do with COVID, right? Like, it was based on math. And that's what I'm saying right now also, right? We might not get those entries, but if we get those entries, it will be because the market crashes hard. The market will probably crash hard if it crashes hard. We don't know if it will, because there's always some kind of strong fear narrative, right? Before, like I said, it was about China and the entire world basically banning crypto and how it will never basically thrive. And basically people got scared and sold. After that, it was the COVID crash. Much people got scared and sold and not buy when they need to buy. After that, it was a Sam Bankman-Fried and the FTX collapse and crypto going to zero, where we were buying and people were selling or staying away. It's always like that. When you get fantastic entries, you got scary narratives nobody wants to buy, or the majority doesn't want to buy. The smart money wants to buy, and it's still even painful for smart money. I keep reiterating this. Like back in the last two cycles, in the last cycle, there were coins that I bought after an 85% crash, right? Amazing entry, 85% crash. You have to be very patient to buy it, and be patient enough to buy after an 85% crash and not fall into the unsustainable bounces, throughout the downtrend. So once again, let's say you've been very patient for a year or more, you got your 85% crash you bought, and then the coin crashes another 85%. And that's like 88 last cycle. And people proclaim it dead, saying it's dead, it's never going to pump, it's done for. What happens? 88 pumps like crazy, makes insane profits for people, right? So just keep that in mind. And all you had to do was not cry. You had to hold the temporary losses, because that means that basically the crash that you bought after an 85% crash at one point was down 85% or even 90%. Imagine how painful that is. But all you had to do was dollar cost average, add new lows, making sure there's a big difference between these new lows with equal amounts of money, and remain patient. And then a lot of these coins reversed and pumped very hard and delivered insane profits. Of course, not all of them, because some coins go to zero, some pump okay, some pump exceptionally well. That's why we diversify. So just keep all these things in mind. There's absolutely no reason to basically, get in your own way thinking that you're going to go buy some shit coin that's going to move 50,000% in 2023 this year in 4 months, and you're going to become super rich. Once again, the probability of that happening is so tiny mathematically that it's probably non-existent, right? What's going to happen is that you're going to just get hurt. You're going to go pay some gem hunter $100 a month and buy some shit coin that's probably going to go to zero. So just don't get in your own way. Don't get in your way. Keep your hard-earned money. Put it into different coins with different narratives, diversify into different coins, buy some mid caps, buy some low caps, buy some blue chips, buy some utility coins with different use cases, buy some AI coins, gaming coins, NFT coins, privacy coins, basically exchange coins, buy it all, diversify. And I guarantee that you're going to do better than, listening to people who just basically shoot popular narratives and whatnot. Be patient. The main thing is to be patient. This is the part that people hate the most. Everybody wants to come in and make money and get out and become a crypto millionaire. Not the way that it happens. Remember that 80% of people who have ever invested into crypto have lost money. The other 20%, most of them barely made money, and only like 2 or 3% really made life-changing money. And remember that to make a lot of money in crypto, you have to play the whole cycle, and this cycle takes years. It takes years, whether or not you like it. So whenever you see like somebody promising you fast money, huge gains, you're about to be had. Know that. Also, if you think you're going to become super rich trading, I'll just tell you the statistics and the likelihood of that happening. So basically, 95% of day traders statistically lose money. Don't believe it, Google it, and you'll see yourself. 90% of traders in general, together with swing traders and day traders, lose money. So yeah, like your likelihood of making money trading is extremely low, whereas investors, right, make much more money. So basically, this is what happens. Investors also lose a lot of money because most investors don't know what they're doing. So basically, in comparison, though, think about it: 95% of day traders lose money, and in comparison, 80% of investors in crypto lose money, right? So that means that basically, an investor is 4 times more likely to make more money than a day trader, right? Which is huge, statistically speaking, mathematically and probability-wise. This is huge. In addition to that, the ROI, if you look at statistics of an investor who succeeds, is much higher than that of a trader who succeeds. Because unless you have huge capital and you come into trading, to make life-changing money is very difficult, and very challenging, especially if you're a day trader. Whereas investing, all you have to do is not seek perfection. All you have to do is wait for a huge crash, buy. If another huge crash comes, dollar cost average. When huge pumps come, start laddering out and set trading take profits and fully get out if it's hit and you just made crazy money. And diversify, because of course some coins are going to pump very well, others do okay, and others go to zero. So if you only get one coin, it might go to zero or do okay or pump very well. But if you get 10 coins, some of them will go to zero, some do okay, some pump very hard. If you get more, the likelihood increases. It's just the difficult part is monitoring these coins. I'm fine with it because I'm an OG. I've been here since 2016. I'm full-time crypto. I put in like literally 24/7. All I do is crypto. I live and breathe crypto, right? So I can monitor a lot of coins. But if it's too hectic for you, it's definitely better to have 10 coins instead of 1 coin. That's what I can tell you for sure. Let's see what you're saying, my friends. Crypto BJJ saying, hello, Rob. Last bull run, I lost a lot of money because I waited for certain prices. How can I better my strategy? Thanks. Okay, Crypto BJJ. This is the way that you better your strategy. First of all, you only buy after major crashes, depending on what coin we're talking about. So if it's a blue chip, it has to be right. Like, okay, Bitcoin, 70% crash, 80% crash, or roughly 90% crash, all of them roughly, right? Give or take. It doesn't have to be perfect 78 or 90. It can be 67% crash, 72% crash, and an 89% crash, for example, right? So roughly 70% crash, 80% crash, and 90% crash, dollar cost average with equal amounts of money. That's Bitcoin. With blue chip also, you wait for an 80% crash, an 85% crash, let's say 90% crash, and 95% crash. Dollar cost average with equal amounts of money. Mid caps, you wait for a 90% crash, 95% crash, and 99% crash. Your dollar cost average will come out some money. Small caps, you dollar cost average after 95% crash, let's say 97% crash, and then 99.5% crash, for example, right? You diversify into many different projects. You diversify into different narratives. You diversify into coins that are gaming coins, AI coins, utility coins, gambling coins, exchange coins. For example, utility coins like XRP, store value narratives like Bitcoin, ERC20, for example, Ethereum contracts, smart contracts, all that stuff. You basically diversify into different narratives to increase your chances of buying, get some meme coins like Doge, for example, right? So you really enhance your probabilities mathematically of catching huge pumps. After that, main thing that you said, because you did not sell, right? I believe I lost a lot of money because I waited for certain prices. Okay, so you basically waited, I believe, for certain prices, even higher prices. You did not sell, you did not make money. So this is what you do. I too have been there, and I'm sure this cycle will be no different, right? But what my strategy ensures that either way, I make a lot of money and life-changing money, even if not a single price target is hit on my million spreadsheet, or I don't know, with my 100x coins, right? Of course, that's not going to be the case. Of course, many are going to be hit, but even if that did not happen, right? What you do is you have a trailing take profit. So what does that mean? You wait for the coins to dump hard. Your dollar cost averaged. You've been through the accumulation phase. You're tired and all that, and then coins start pumping. You wait for good pumps, right? Let's say, for example, you wait for a Bitcoin to be up like, I don't know, let's say 500% or something like that. You see that Ethereum is up around 1,000%, or maybe somewhere around 800 to 700%. You see that many other blue chips are up already like 1,000 or 1,500%. What you do is start taking trailing take profits, right? So, for example, let's say an event that Bitcoin is up, like I'm just saying, for example, right? Let's say it's up 500%, right? What you start doing is you set from the bottom, somewhere around the bottom where you bought. Let's say you set the take profit somewhere around 250%. And if Bitcoin suddenly corrects and dumps hard, your take profit is hit. Worst case scenario, you get up with 250% profit. Let's be honest, the likelihood of that is happening is not very high, because Bitcoin very rarely, it only once during the COVID crash, has corrected 50% during the so-called bull market, right? Which I call the euphoria phase, basically. So usually it's 30 to 40%. For it to be 50%, there has to be something crazy. Like you just basically wait for the correction to happen. Let's say you got another 35% correction. Now it bounced, made a higher high again. Now you raised the take profit. Now it's no longer at the 250% profit from entry. Now it can be, let's say, 320% from entry. Then Bitcoin pumps higher. Now you raise it to, let's say, 380% from entry. Now Bitcoin pumps higher. Now you raise it to 500% from entry. And whenever it's hit, whenever the take profit is hit, you get out fully out of any coin, no matter how much you love it, no matter how many wonderful, how many wonderful headlines and articles you've read about it, no matter how many wonderful YouTube videos you watched about it, no matter how many wonderful Twitter threads you read about it, no matter how many great price targets and moon targets you hear about that coin. If that is hit, you fully get out. You only buy back that coin after major crashes, the major crashes that we just listed earlier. Strategy that is very simple, that works very well, but people never want to do it. Like even right now, right? We just had 52 people in the chat. Now it's all of a sudden 37. Why? Because people don't want to make money. They're here for the bullshit. You know what I mean? They're here for easy money. People don't want to actually make money. People want the easy money, and there is no easy money in crypto. Just like there's an easy money anywhere. I mean, of course, you can go get lucky. I don't know, go buy a lottery ticket. That's easy money, right? But once again, what are the probabilities of winning life-changing money with the lottery ticket? Same thing in crypto and in the speculative markets. Not very big. The likelihood of that happening is the same as winning a lottery ticket, the winning the lottery, basically. So, just keep in mind that you're going to have to work your ass off and work hard and smart and follow certain rules to make money in these markets. Remember that statistically, most people lose money, whether or not you like it. If you want to be one of the winners, you're going to have to learn how to navigate DCs, how to navigate crypto. You're going to have to put in a lot of work and discipline, and you're going to have to deserve it. That's the truth of it. That's the reality of it. So yeah. Antonio GP saying, hi Rob, what is the difference between your $49 Robart crypto course and a Robart course? Just trying to understand your Patreon tiers. Many thanks. Antonio GP, which tiers are you comparing, my friend? $49 tier, which tier are you comparing it to? Let me know. Future Finance Expert saying, very great advice, Rob. Appreciate your positive attitude. Have to go now. Bless your mother. Have a great day, my friend. SKU for the 2029 bull market. Will you update the Nonia spreadsheet, my friend? 2029 is very, very, very far away. So we'll probably be doing something completely different. I might not even be around by that time because, like I said, I might retire and just enjoy my life. We'll see. So we're going to be doing something entirely different. My friend Gabonito is here saying, "What's up, brother? How are you doing? Been missing out on the lives lately due to the busy schedule. How's the wife, kid, and the rocket? You've been Groot, my friend. It's good to have you here. It's good to hear that you're busy. That means basically, you have a lot of work. A lot of work is good, brother. Everything is wonderful. Everything is wonderful. The puppy's here, the mommy's here, and my kid is great. She's currently having a nap, her evening nap. Hope you're well too. How's everything on your end? Noini saying lots of screen buffering, Rob. Can you ask if anyone else is having the same issue as me? Yeah, is anybody having the same issue, like lots of buffering and glitches? Dan Keogh says, hi, Rob. Great to catch a live stream again. I'm sticking to the plan. Diversify, buy low, sell high. Let's make some money. Been here since 2017. Thanks, brother. Dan from Perth, Western Australia. Dan, good to have you here, my friend. Hope you're well in Australia. And absolutely, I like that attitude. That's exactly what I'm doing. Video 50 saying, Rob spitting some alpha. Cheers, buddy. Thank you for the nice comment. Draco saying there's no buffering for him. He can hear me loud and clear, as usual. I'm sorry, Noini, that you're having these issues. Anyway, my friends, remember the rules, stick to the rules, right? No matter how bullish we are, no matter how wonderful the market sees, the rules are rules. The strategy is there for a reason, right? The strategy is there for a reason because the strategy is based on us understanding probabilities and maths and knowing that we can't predict every single move in the market, right? That's why I make money, because I always have a safety net. I always have basically the plan B, right? So that's how the strategy was developed, to make sure that no matter what happens in the market, we make great money, right? So do not force entries. We only accumulate at new lows at the entries in the Millionaire spreadsheet. Every single time an entry is hit, that update on Patreon that has been hit. Otherwise, we hold what we have. If we get a huge crash, once again, we don't get shaken up. We don't get scared. We ignore the fear narrative, and we check what's happening in the market, just like we did the last time with the FTX collapse. We check the entries. Some of them hit in the Millionaire spreadsheet. We bought, ignoring the noise. Now they're up in decent profit. And in the euphoria phase, they're going to be up much more, right? Same thing we're going to do again. And if entries are not hit and we already bought there, we'll do nothing. We'll just sit on our hands, right? Otherwise, we hold what we have and we'll wait for the euphoria phase. When the euphoria phase finally comes, we're going to be selling our coins for great profit. Some of them are going to go to zero. Some of them are going to do okay and well. And some of them are going to do amazingly well, right? And altogether, that's going to make sure that we get great profits and exit the market and with great profits and great ROI. Because also one of the things we'll be doing is that we'll be setting trading take profits for every single coin without exception once the coins have pumped hard. What else can I say? Don't get in your way by over trading. Statistically, you're much more likely to lose money trading than you are likely to make money. Stay disciplined. Don't get bored and don't lose interest in crypto. These are the times that we should be interested. When some of the coins are still in the accumulation phase, although some already have left the accumulation phase. What else can I say? Do not buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP at these prices because they have moved up a lot already. You should have been buying much earlier, where my members and I were buying. If you really, like I keep reading, if you really want to buy some coins, you can join the $99 tier, where I have the 50 to 100x gems, which I've done a lot of research on, that I believe have potential to move hard. Once again, I'm not the kind of person who's going to tell you that every single coin there is going to deliver. I'm once again realistic and factual and based on that. And I can tell you that some of the coins there are going to go to absolute shit and zero. Some of the coins there are going to do okay and well. And some of those coins are going to go absolutely crazy and deliver insane profits, right? And altogether, once again, these coins will deliver amazing profits. If there's anybody out there telling you that every single coin that they're shilling you and that every single coin that they talk about is going to do very well, know that this person is full of absolute and utter shit. Know that. I'm sorry for my French today, but I guess I'm just a little bit tired of all this nonsense with the gem hunters, so to speak, and all that. Just like I said, I was reading my DMs of one of these guys, and I just see the way he uses people, and it just kind of pisses me off. And what pisses me off is that people fall for that. I really wish more people listen to me instead of this exciting BS out there. I really don't know what it is with people and their brains, that they want instant profits, that they want this excitement, that they believe in the fairy tales. Grow the fuck up, guys. Seriously. Excuse my French. I don't swear. I know, I never swear. I think this is the first time I swore in life. But this is how much it angers me. It just really angers me that people are using people out there and dumping on them, and that people don't know about it. So just be careful with who you listen to. Once again, if you're listening to profiles with hundreds of thousands of followers, and they're shilling these small caps or tiny market caps, and telling you that all of them are going to pump like crazy, and they're not telling you at which price they got in, and they're not telling you what their exits are, and they're not telling you how they're landing are, what their stop losses are. Not that you're being used. Be intelligent. Don't let them use you. Crypto BJJ, I appreciate it, brother. I hope, like I said, earlier, I hope that in the cycle we'll do a Crypto Coins Crew get together. So if you're going to be a member of the Crypto Coins Crew on Patreon, I'm not sure we're going to do it. We're going to do, like I said, I'm going to do a poll and ask whether or not people want to do it in Dubai or Switzerland. And we're going to do it either in Dubai, Switzerland. We're going to rent like a nice hall in like Four Seasons Hotel or Ritz Carlton, something like that. Get some nice champagne, get some nice food, and all the members of the Crypto Coins Crew will be able to attend. Whoever wants to attend, on me fully. And we'll have like little presents like Crypto Coins Crew T-shirts, some stuff like that, basically. So yeah, I hope that a lot of people will be able to attend. We're going to do that basically in the euphoria phase. Once we lock in profits and we bank big and make life changing money once again, we're going to organize that event. Yeah, Draco. That's what I was also thinking. I think Switzerland is much better in terms of location because since it is in the middle of Europe and many people are from Europe, it will be much easier for them to get there. So like even if people are in like France, Italy, Germany, Austria, they literally just can hop on a train and make it there, like very easily. But like Dubai is very far away from many people, and you have to take a flight, and all that. So yeah, probably will be Switzerland, I think. Montreux is great. I love Montreux. Man, like the sidewalks near the lake, amazing, beautiful, beautiful place. VT50 says, I'll be upgrading to the millionaire spreadsheet. You sold me in the way you invest. Thank you, brother. If you have any questions on Patreon, do DM me, and I'll answer it to the best of my ability. All right, my friends, it's been 40 minutes. 40 minutes. My wife is giving me the evil eye. I'm gonna bounce and enjoy the evening with my family. Remember, keep it realistic. Stay in control of your emotions. Don't do anything rational. Don't do things that you're gonna later regret. And I'm sending my life and positivity to everyone. Remember, I'm not the bad guy. I'm not here to bring down your mood. I'm not here to piss you off. I'm not here to I don't know, like try to ruin your day. I'm here trying to help you, right? I'm here trying to make sure that you do well. I'm here just telling you things that work and don't work, right? If you hear something you don't like, maybe just before getting angry, just listen to what I'm saying because I've changed my life doing it. If it works for me, it's going to work for you as long as you do it, right? So just stop chasing easy money, put in the smart and the hard work, be patient, learn how to invest in crypto, and you'll make money. Just, like I said, I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help my friends. So don't get angry with me. Be patient. And I'm sorry if I'm not telling you that everything is going to the moon. I'm sorry if I don't believe that that XRP is going to $10 this year. That I don't believe that Ethereum is going to $10,000 this year, and that Bitcoin is going to $250,000 this year. I don't believe in any of that. I don't believe in it because historically that's not what happened. Mathematically, percentage-wise, trend-wise, fractal-wise, it's just very unlikely. Can it happen? Of course, anything can happen in crypto, right? Like I said, if all those people are right and I'm wrong, we're just going to make money much faster, and I'll be happier, and all of you will be happier. But I just don't see how they're right. Let's see who's going to be proven wrong or right. All right, my friends, please kind of put a like while you're here. Appreciate your time. Sending you lots of love, and bye-bye.